We're checking out some people who are too grumpy for their own good. Cheers to that. Also, while you are grabbing your beverage for Hydration Station, don't forget that I started a brand new Facebook page. It is linked in the description below. It's called It's Me, Just Be. So if you're on Facebook and you're not on TikTok and you're on Instagram, it has more of my personal lifestyle content, not just reaction videos. So if you want to see that kind of stuff, go check it out and go give it a follow. Cheers. Coworker. Welcome to the store. How can we help you? Customer. I'm looking for sweeping compound. We don't carry sweeping compound. What would you use it for? Kitty litter works fine. I don't need oil dry. I need sweeping compound. Coworker. We don't sell stupid shit. Why would you respond that way? Me to the customer. I'm sorry about this. To my coworker, go clock out and leave. Sir, I apologize for how you've been treated. I'll assist you today to get your list complete and then give you a 20% discount. Sweeping compound is right this way. So this whole time, you actually sell sweeping compound? That makes it 10 times worse. My coworker stomps off and calls the manager to say I was arguing with him and tried to fire him. The manager comes over as I am personally checking out the customer. Manager, I need to talk to you quick. Me, sure. Thank you, sir, for being tolerant of us. I hope to see you back. Customer, absolutely. Everyone else has been great. And then the customer says to the manager, you hire the nicest, smartest girls here. Your grump could learn from them. Coworker, as they are seeing the customer leave, see, I told you we don't carry stupid shit. Manager, never mind. Give me your keys. To the employee. Coworker, why? I didn't even do anything wrong. There's a few things you did wrong. One, you sell the product, so you lied. Thinking that you don't have that product in store, but you also swore at them. Yeah, you'll get fired for that. I tend to be a cheerful person even when not on shift. Most of my coworkers just smile and accept this. One coworker, however, whom I shall dub Mr. Grumpy, cannot seem to fathom how it is physically possible for me to be nice to people off shift. Mr. Grumpy, you're just fake nice for the customers, right? Me? No, I'm not. I don't believe you. You've got to be faking. Nobody's this cheerful for real. I do drugs and I'm not that cheerful. What stuff are you on? Oh my God. Me. I'm a minor and don't do drugs, nor am I prescribed anything. We need to dissect your brain when you die. Oh my God, this is very... Okay, this is very dramatic, Mr. Grumpy. We need to dissect your brain when you die. There's obviously some screwy stuff in there. It's not healthy to be that cheerful on a regular basis. Later, after I've helped a customer get a better deal while off shift, Mr. Grumpy comes back and says, why are you being nice while off the clock? Mr. Grumpy turns to manager. We need to swap her out. This one's broken. On my last shift, he actually said goodbye in a nice tone. I think I'm a good influence on him. The fact that somebody is so angry and can't process that you're just like a nice, happy person, I actually feel bad for them because how miserable must they be? You can actually really just be kind and happy all the time. You can be, and you can be sober while doing it. As I was walking along the shop floor at work, I saw a bloke in a wheelchair being pushed along by someone else. What the heck's a bloke? Google. Oh, a man. Okay. I saw a man in a wheelchair being pushed along by someone else. All of a sudden, he offered a person nearby a fist bump. His companion protested, saying no one wanted to fist bump him. As she said this, the other person, who was a complete stranger, returned the gesture. The bloke's face lit right up. He offered his fist up to the next person. They passed, which was me. I couldn't refuse, not when it would make him so happy. As they turned down the next aisle, I heard the companion say, Okay, it's a fist bump day. So I'm guessing he kept going. Thank you, random gentleman. It may have cheered you up, but your happiness was infectious, and now I'm walking around with a smile too. Aw, see, sometimes all we need in life is a little fist bump. It's like a high five. Have you guys heard of that high five theory? A lot of like therapists will tell you to do the high five technique where you give yourself a high five in the mirror every morning, because apparently scientifically, high fives are proven to lift spirits. They're proven to trigger something in your brain to just give you that little bump that you need. So I get the fist bump thing. It's like a little like, oh, little high five. I work in a hotel. I'm working overtime. I'm sorting out all the loose ends and I am tired. A guest comes in to check in, starting a long queue of other guests. Oh yes, it's a busy night. Me. Well, sir, here's your room. Just go down the right hallway and it'll be on the top floor. Guest grumbles. Grumble, grumble, it says. So we can just imagine what the grumbling was. Oh yes, this will be a good one, I think. Sure enough, he comes back 5 minutes later. The guest says, the room has one bed in it. I will not be subject to sleeping in a bed with another man. It is at this point I realize he has another guest with him, silently standing in the background, and his room is a single room. Well, sir, I don't have any rooms left with a truckle bed. Truckle bed? What the hell's that? If you allow me to make one up for you, I will sort it. Okay, you're finding a solution. The guest says, well, you better. I have to get to Leeds in the morning. Good night guarantee, my ass. Grumble, 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 miserable. Okay, so he just goes on and on and on. I make the bed up, which takes about 45 minutes because guests keep hitting the buzzer and we have to respond to that the second we hear it go off. A regular guest comes to check in. So the regular guest says to the grumpy guest, have you been sorted, mate? Grumpy guest, I hope so, after waiting a bloody hour for this girl to get things sorted. I just smile, say that I've got it sorted, and give him the key to the room. I finish checking the regular customer in, and I sit down to move rooms around. Lo and behold, grumpy guest comes back and keeps yelling at me. It's just the never-ending grumpy guest. They come back. I'm not a bloody child. That bed is too small. Good night's rest indeed. This isn't fair, you know. I'm over 50 years old. I don't need to sleep in a bed that small. You need to call your manager and get this sorted right now. And what's more, I won't be waiting in the lobby for you. I'm going to wait in the room and sit on that small bed while you sort it out. It is your job to sort it. Me, yes sir, I'll let you know what happens. Oh boy. He storms off, cursing and blaming me for all of his problems and whatnot. After sorting things out with the manager, I finally managed to get him a room with a sofa bed, the size of a twin bed, which is bigger, and I moved him. He accepted this and I went back to my desk to move him around again. Then I discovered, to my amazement, that this wasn't our fault at all. The company the grumpy guest works for had booked the room as a single after all. And if you book a room where it says double, triple, quad as single, and we don't have anything in double, triple, quad type, we will put you in a single room because there is supposed to be one person in the room. So I called my manager to let her know, and she said she'd be sorting that out with the company. I love my job, smiley face. Bless you for having that job. Customer service is so hard, and when it comes to things like a hotel, like accommodation, I can only imagine the complaints you get, the type of people you get, oh, the demands. That'd be a very difficult job. My sister actually worked at a hotel for a very long time in customer service as like the manager for it on one of the gold floors at our biggest hotel in our hometown. And some of the stories, people want what they want. I am hired to do some catering work in a congress center. Today it's training day for all the new temps. Lots of new workers are waiting in uniform to be taken to the hall for the training. A coworker and I noticed a man in a manager's uniform walking around with a moody face, slouched appearance, and messy clothing. Coworker number one. quietly to me, either that gentleman had to start really early or he had a bad night's sleep. Finally, we get a message that someone will take us to the hall. The name could be male or female, so I assume they mean the young lady opening the door for us. We go into the meeting hall and get seated. Then the first person to talk to us is the sloppy, moody man. He talks in a very unenthusiastic way. They've named this character Grouch. Hi, my name is blank. I'm a floor manager and I've been working here for 25 years already. Well, that's why he's grumpy. Now you've got your uniforms. This center puts lots of money in those, so be careful with them, okay? It's in fact very simple. You are getting put on your location by me and you'll just do as I tell you. If there's ever a problem, don't try and solve it, come to me. Because after all these years, I know you'll just create chaos if you don't. Finally, don't come up with ideas. Oh, after 25 years, I've heard all of them already and I've got more to do than just listen to stuff I already heard before. Great, so no creativity, welcome here. The Grouch gets seated. During his speech, I notice his shirt isn't tucked into his trousers and his hand is in his pocket, which in the Netherlands is considered a very rude and sloppy thing when giving a speech or presentation. Really? If your hand is in your pocket during a speech, that's considered rude? Oh, wow, I never knew that. After the man gets seated, a young lady takes over and starts doing a presentation, which is much better and much more inspiring. The Grouch seems to be more interested in his phone, although he might be checking important messages. At one point, the lady asks him a question. I'll be starting the video now, okay? He looks up from his phone. Sorry? Is it okay to start the video? Oh, yeah, fine. This continues for a while. I've had different jobs over the years, and although I hate people like this, their existence doesn't even surprise me anymore. But at some point, the lady starts addressing his behavior. Grouch. I like that she calls him Grouch. Do you have anything to say? No, what do you mean? Well, I don't really like your attitude. Maybe we should pay some attention to it. Oh, what's wrong with my attitude then? He doesn't sound angry yet, but I know people like this. An argument will break out within minutes, not that the guy doesn't deserve it. The young lady says, well, you're not paying attention and you're looking at your phone all the time. Coworker number 2. To be honest, you don't seem very enthusiastic. I don't? Yes, your appearance makes me wonder whether you feel sick or something. That is the worst insult when like you go to work or something and like, oh my God, are you okay? You don't look like you're feeling well. You look tired. That is like the worst thing to say to somebody. Coworker 4. Yes, I must admit, it's even a bit unreal. Then the Grouch surprises me, standing up, putting his clothing right. Okay, you're right. Fair enough. I'll do my introduction again. Hello, everyone. My name is blank, and I'm an actor. Here to assist you with the training. It's like an undercover boss situation. So he was meant to be doing all those things as a way to show what not to do. That's clever. Honestly though, that'd be kind of annoying. Just give me the list of what not to do. We have a customer who is always rude, but we treat her with as much respect as any other customer. She always orders a large cappuccino, and despite the fact that it's not standard to put chocolate on it, she demands angrily for no chocolate on top every time. She has also been known to cancel transactions for silly reasons like us asking her name. For some reason, she has taken a particular dislike to me over all my other coworkers. I have recently been made coffee master for the store. Ooh, and I have the shirt to go along with it. Ooh, fancy, fancy. I am wearing it all the time. I am stocking ice and cleaning the cold beverage station when I hear the automatic doors open and I look over my shoulder. Grouchy customer walks in and looks up. Hi, what can I get for you? Grouchy customer. And just walks out. The supervisor just about wet herself laughing. We had a customer like that at Tim Hortons where she was very particular about, first of all, her order, but also who made her order. She only allowed one person to make her order. That like they were like a person who always worked the morning shift, so they knew that they would be there to make the order, but it was like, okay, if we even tried, no go. She was not having it. And it was not me who she wanted to make the order, by the way. I work for a chain that allows guests to check in online. Though it says that they can grab their keys and go, most guests don't take that literally and understand that they still need to let us know. Except for this one regular that was very, what the fuck's that word? Abrupt or offhand in speech or manner. Okay, good to know. Me, who's checking someone else in. Customer reaches across my desk and grabs his keys and prepares to run off with them. Excuse me, sir, what are you doing? Grabbing my keys. You were busy. I know what the app says, but you still need to let us check you into the computer. Otherwise, how can we charge you? I was doing what the app said to. Stomps off. Other customer speaking with a jaw drop. What a grouch. I have used the app and still know not to reach around and grab my keys like that. It's so rude. Me, welcome to my world. The keys were moved further away from the guest's reach just in case they take what the app says too literally again. You know what though? I feel like maybe we should change what the app says. That might solve a lot of problems because some people might assume it means to grab my key and go. Would I assume that? No, because I know how it works. Usually there's a security deposit, there's a credit card on file, you check in your name to find out what room number, whatever. But I understand the confusion at the same time. Maybe we just remove that from the app. I work for a local bank and we give out free holiday money envelopes during November and December. We only get 2 boxes, so we limit 5 per customer to make the supply last. Most people understand, while a few get bent out of shape. This customer is usually a grouch every time he visits. Coworker. All right, here's your cash. Can I help you with anything else today? Grumpy. Do you have... I made it sound like she called him grumpy. Grumpy customer says, do you have any Christmas envelopes? Coworker. Yes, how many would you like? I can give you about 5. My coworker retrieves 5 envelopes and hands them to him. Grumpy. I need 8. I'm sorry, but we have a limit on 5 per customer. We run out before Thanksgiving if we don't. I only want 3 more. I come to this branch all the time. I understand, but 5 is the limit. Grumpy customer throws envelopes at my coworker. You know what? I'm switching to National Bank with terrible customer service. This is ridiculous, and storms out. Merry Christmas. Thank God we ran out of envelopes a few days later. Switching banks over 3 envelopes? Oh my God, not worth it. Me. Hi, how are you today? Old man. Mean. Oh no, that's no good. Yeah, it scares off all the pretty ladies. Well, you don't want to scare them off. That's not good. I'm 80. I can't do anything else with them. I might as well scare them off. I might as well scare them away. Makes it easier for me that way. I'm 80. I can't have a pretty lady. I might as well be mean to all of them. Well, that's one way to live life. I am on a crowded bus. Next to me is a man with a plastic shopping bag of groceries and a woman with 4 canvas bags of groceries. The woman is honestly the most surely looking person I've ever met. Just a scowl on her face, glaring at her phone, like someone forced her to be alive today when she had better things to do. The bus rolls up to the next stop and the man next to me shifts to allow people out, and his bag splits open on the side, but he doesn't notice. Grouchy woman quickly condenses her belongings between the other 3 bags and hands the 4th, now empty bag to him. Oh, that's nice. Okay, well for a grouch, that's actually a really nice gesture. So grouchy woman mutters at the floor, your bag's ripped. Oh, before he even finishes saying thank you, she is shuffling off the bus. I get off too. Now the grouchy woman is waiting at the bus stop for the next connection with me. I say to her, hey, that was very kind of you. She glances up. Oh. He said thank you, but I don't think you heard him. Grouchy woman just shrugs. I guess I didn't need a thank you. You just watch out for other people. That's just what you're supposed to do. Wait, so she's not even grouchy. Grouchy woman, even though you were having what was clearly a rotten day, I was glad to see your priorities were in order and it didn't stop you from doing something simple and selfless. I was happy to see that little gesture and I hope someone makes you smile often. Nope. Smile soon and often. We can wish her that. Maybe she was grouchy, maybe she was having a bad day, but she still acted with kindness. Now that is a lesson we could all learn. So therapeutic of me. All right, guys, I'm getting out of here. Stay classy out there, stay sassy, and I'll see you tomorrow.